our enterprise. They've been prophesying against what we're doing. You know? Hey, man.
Yeah, at least they watch the apostles on down, man. You know? They watch us, man. They're not gonna act until the Lord put the Spirit on them to act. You know? But now, like I said before, now is the that process of being, sealing the elect. All right. So when the prophets are taken off the streets, that's when you know all hell breaking loose, man. That's when you know there's legislation put in place for no Bible reading out on the corner, or you're gonna be put in jail or beheaded or some shit. You know, that's when you're gonna know the famine of the word is upon you.
Isaiah 13 and 2. Lift you up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt a voice unto them, shake their hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Yeah, so we preaching this word, which is that banner. All right, we're preaching that word. It's going to be so intense that that some of the prophets are going to be taken to the nobles, man. Those high politicians, those officials. We got to tell them what's going on. Luke 21:15. We gotta tell them what the real deal is, man. We gotta tell them that, hey, the creator of this earth is gonna come back and reclaim his kingdom, man. All right? He's gonna reclaim his kingdom because the kingdom that you Edomites set up is full of wickedness, man. All right? And you Edomites can't continue ruling, all right? Because you're gonna destroy everybody. You're gonna destroy every living creature on the planet, man. All right, that's why you can't continue ruling, man. So that's why it has to be a change in rulership. Go ahead. Yeah.
Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Yep.
And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair of your head perish.
Yeah, so, hey, if you're one of those men allotted to go up, to those political officials, the Lord gonna give you a spirit to basically, speak the truth, according to His word. And you're not gonna be afraid. The Lord gonna put a spirit on you to basically, telling people what's up, man. Because all hell gonna be breaking loose, and a lot of people gonna be asking what the fuck is going on. There's gonna be a lot of answers that needs to be a lot of questions that need answers, man. And your false pork chop eating pastor, he ain't gonna understand what's going on. All right, he probably gonna be hung at the gallows, man, because he's been robbing people, and telling people lies. For the past semi years, man, getting rich off of people. All right. So yeah, man, just be prepared for that.
Hey, I want to make a quick point. Another thing that you'll notice is when it came to the prophets, the other nations were actually afraid of the prophets. It was our own people that was doing the killing of their own prophets. So these elites, they know what we're about. They know, us being out here and prophesying and saying the things. Basically, they marvel at the fact that we speak exactly what they're getting ready to do. We're basically telling the world this is what the elites are doing according to what's already written. And they're like in the background, like, damn, how the fuck do they know this stuff?
Because they know we're Israel.
Because they know we're Israelites and they know that we're the prophets coming back, man. So they're in fear of them.
And we're secret counsels. How we privy to those? You can't get into the secret counsels, but how do we know? We're gonna be out by ourselves.
And we know because they've done it before.
Right. They try to cast, spirits on the left-hand side. They try to cast them, sacrifice to their gods, and they see that we're just continuously, flourishing. Brothers still coming out strong, you know. 'Cause, you know, there's no enchantment against the elect. Okay? The Lord is going to magnify his right hand over his left. Okay? So they're nervous. And you don't see them often. You know, they got well, the dollars, they got everything stored up for themselves. They got their underground bunkers. Really, they see this. It just reminds them of how they got impending doom. You know, no matter what they do, no matter what escape plan they got, they know that they're subject to the will of the Most High, man. You know? Yeah.
It's Matthew 10, and I'm sorry here at 17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues, and ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Yep, that's going to happen in this time as well. They're going to bring you, shit, it might bring your ass before the president. You got to, you know, basically tell them, man, you keep coming down. Lord's going to put the spirit on you to say that.
And what may add, they got the Lord use Daniel to condemn Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
He got proud. He thought he was the most. He thought he was on the level of a god. And the Lord put the spirit on Daniel to kind of, you know, cuss him out, but also to reveal, you know, what was going to happen in the future. Basically, your kingdom is going to be brought down. It's going to be other rulers right after you. You know, so that made him have respect unto Daniel. You know.
I want to add a similar time, something happened in the time of the Maccabees, in the Greek Empire. The Most High put the spirit on them, and put the spirit on Antiochus Epiphanes to bring them before him before he tortured them. The same thing like we talk about Nebuchadnezzar and Daniel. It had to be that close to the king to get the testimony. So the Most High put the spirit on everybody to play their part, to have his word go forth. Joseph, Pharaoh, Moses, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. How did you think any regular guy could walk right up to in the palace of Pharaoh and have that conversation about letting my people go? No? You got that name? Yeah, since we talked about it, yeah.
This is Daniel chapter 5:25. And this is the writing that was written many tekel, oppression. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many, Yahweh had numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. Paris, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Yeah, humble Pharaoh with that. I mean, not Pharaoh, Nebuchadnezzar with that interpretation right there. He did what we're going to end up doing coming into these times. We're going to go right before governors and kings on the high stages, and we're going to put that testimony out there. And the cold part is not just going to be some TikTok, 1 minute video that's going to go. The whole world has to get this. A lot of people act like they don't know, or they'll hear about the Israelites, but they don't fully know the message. The message is going to be clear in that last day when we go before them governors and kings. Like Stephen put it all out there right before his judgment. I hate to say judgment like that, but before he was persecuted. I got it.
You was in Daniel 5.
Daniel.
Actually, and I'll get it back to you, jump up to Jump up to 18. Yeah, jump up to 18. Because this is actually dealing with Belshazzar, the son of Nebuchadnezzar.
Yep.
Just to correct it, because he started to get a prideful heart just like his father was. So Daniel was getting ready to tell him, hey, that same proud spirit your father had. The Lord put him in his position to punish Jerusalem, but he got out of hand with it, right? So this is the prophet rebuking a king, a noble. Go ahead,
Daniel chapter 5 and 18. O thou king, the Most High God gave Nebuchadnezzar, thy father, a kingdom, and majesty, and glory, and honor. And for the majesty that he gave him, all people, nations, and languages trembled and feared before him. Whom he would, he slew, and who he would keep, and who he would keep alive, and whom he would set up, and whom he would, he put down. But when
the king has the power to do all this. Under his command, under his order, he can have somebody put to death. He can, set you up, promote you, or he can demote you. He can put you in a certain position up under him. You can be second in command. You can be an official, a captain over his army. The king has all that. The Lord gives that over to men. Right? Go ahead.
But when his heart was lifted up, and his mind hardened in pride, he was deposed from his kingly throne, and they took his glory from him. And he was driven from the sons of man, and his heart was made like the beast.
The Lord turned him into a strange beast, man. Whatever native language he spoke, he didn't. When the Lord turned his mind, he couldn't even speak it. The Lord basically gave him a plague of the heart, and the Lord can do that to you, man. And these elites, they out of their mind. The Lord can bug them out too. But he's taking the Pharaoh approach with the elites. He's just hardening their hearts, man. They're getting more and more proud. But we never know with this guy, Sleepy Joe Biden. The Lord could really, subdue his mind. Go ahead.
And his dwelling was with the wild asses.
That's a scary sight, man. This guy, he's the king. Everybody respects him. He has all this authority, but now you see him eating grass with the flock.
They feared him too.
Hell yeah. That's the dreadful power of the Heavenly Father, man. That's why we gotta fear him. Go ahead.
They fed him with grass like oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till he knew that the Most High Power ruleth in the kingdom of man, and that he appointed over it whosoever he will.
Amen.
And thou his son, O Belshazzar, hast not humbled thine heart, though thou knewest all this. But hast
you knew all these things, but you got proud. You're just as proud as your pops. And see, that's what, and that's like when the Lord sees the pride of man super high. That's when the Lord starts to bring you down. That's one of the proverbs for man's destruction. His heart is haughty. And that's what was going on. Just like right now, Esau, his heart is haughty, man. He got so many plans. He got so many agendas he want brought out. He just swear up and down, he's just gonna succeed in this, man. He gonna somehow, some way, supplant the Most High and get the birthright back and just, exclude the Most High and his people and just rule on the planet Earth. This guy's he's nuts, so he's out of his freaking mind. That's why it says in Obadiah, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee.